guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Amy. I'm a full-time traveler and I'm here with my boyfriend Sam in Tbilisi, Georgia, and we're gonna give you our first impressions of the city.
Cool.
We're at the Chronicle of Tbilisi? No.
Yeah.
Chronicle of Tbilisi.
Or Chronicle of Georgia.
Or Chronicle of Georgia. And there are a lot of stray cats and dogs around here. Yesterday Sam got bit by a little puppy and we had to get rabies. Well, he had to get rabies, so we are not petting the dogs this time. Staying far away, but yeah, we'll kind of show you what this is all about. It's a pretty incredible view for sunset. So you can walk all around it, which is kind of cool. And you have a view of this little lake behind. Hello. We found a friend. Got the snacks. What do you think?
They're really tasty.
Yeah, how about the spot?
Yeah, I mean, it's really big and the view is amazing.
Yeah, the sun's going behind a cloud, but it's still a pretty good spot for sunset, I would say. So we're in Old Town, Tbilisi right now.
Yeah.
Haven't checked into our new hostel, so we're gonna go explore a little bit and check out the botanical gardens. It's a very hilly city as our first impression. Struggling up these hills.
You're struggling.
A little bit. We've got to the botanical gardens and I'm not the biggest forest person, so Sam is and he's loving it. But there are some waterfalls which I'm excited to see. So we're on our way to check those out now. Here that there's signs for them in the park. In a bamboo forest area, heading over to another waterfall. It's pretty cool. Hi, kitties. So when it comes to transportation in Tbilisi, it's really easy to get around with the local buses, which are called marshrutas, if I'm saying it right. And they're really cheap. You do have to pay with cash for those. Another option is Bolt, which is basically Uber, and it's also really affordable and you can pay by card.
You can also take trains in between cities, which is pretty good because they're quite cheap and it's a really good way to see the countryside and the area between the cities.
Oh, and another thing about the trains is that some people prefer taking them to the local buses because they're pretty much little minivans and people drive a little bit crazy. The Georgians are kind of known for being crazy or bad drivers, so if you're a little bit nervous about that, taking trains between cities is a good option.
So the weather in Tbilisi is really warm, at least when we went, which was the end of September. It's sort of mid-20s and fairly humid. So we did hear that it was really, really hot in the summer. Also really humid, which could be quite unpleasant, and has similar to sort of UK winter temperatures, so maybe between the sort of 0 and -5 coldest. The best time of year to visit probably is spring and autumn, even in September when we went it was really, really nice every day.
When it comes to pay for things in Tbilisi, you can pretty much use card anywhere. Some hostels will ask for cash, but usually you can pay with card. The only time you'll ever really need cash is to pay for the local buses.
The old town of Tbilisi is really nice to explore as well, because there's really nice streets, really nice cafes, restaurants. There's also a fortress and huge botanical gardens and loads of sightseeing, like a hot air balloon that goes up and down through 15 minutes, a really big cable car that goes from the top of the fortress down to the other side of the river at the bottom of the old town, and just loads of things like that.
As I mentioned, we stayed at a hostel in the old town of Tbilisi. So we stayed in 2 different areas, and if you're thinking about where to stay or what types of accommodation, hostels are pretty cheap and they were pretty good overall in Tbilisi. But if you're in the old town, it is kind of a party area, especially on weekends, so we didn't really get much sleep when we were in a private room, even just because of the noise from bars and restaurants around. However, we did stay in another part of Tbilisi, a 10-minute drive from the old town. It was really nice. We had an Airbnb that was super affordable, and I think that's a good option, especially if you're working remotely or just want to get a good night's sleep if you're in Tbilisi and be able to see a lot.
It was in one of those old shed gardens as well, that are traditional for Tbilisi, which was really nice.
So I'll link or put the Airbnb that we stayed at, but they're in a shared Italian style garden that they used to use back in the day, and a lot of them are kind of built the same way, and they have a shared terrace outside. Overall, we really liked Tbilisi. I think had a really good first impression. We didn't have nearly enough time to see everything. There were markets we didn't get to go to. Just so many different activities that you could do, and it felt like somewhere I could stay for a while. It definitely was developed enough and had enough things going on where if you're working remotely or want somewhere to stay for just a few months, it could be a really good spot. So that's all I have on Tbilisi, Georgia for now. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of the video. I hope you found something useful and learned something new along the way. I'm currently in Ibiza, Spain, so I have an exciting video coming for you next week, and I hope to see you there. Bye!